To apologize if you were annoyed as I was watching the video. I kept saying.
You're always harder on yourself if you go back and watch.
No, really, I don't care. But I was like, oh my goodness. Because every time he'd be like, what are we going to do with these strawberries? I was like, we're going to eat them, bro. Bro. At least I'm not saying bro, right? That makes it better.
Did he like the kettle corn?
Oh my goodness, yes. He was like, did they taste this? Do they know how good this is? And I was like, yes, babe. Everybody tasted it. He was like, you're really onto something here. But where I get it from is at Christmas, we always make, Corey's family does a Christmas baking. We always get like personalized t-shirts to really go all out. I'm going to try to do that with my side of the family this year with like my mom and sisters. I got a house now that I want to like host in, so I think I'm going to do that. We're definitely going to bring the kettle corn because they just buy like that cheap big bag like on the chip aisle of the cheddar popcorn and dip it in the white chocolate, and it's so good. But I'm telling you, our kettle corn's better because our kettle corn's like crunchier and saltier, and that other stuff gets like soft. So I'm definitely bringing some white cheddar home. That might be what I bring to the McLaren Christmas baking. I mean, I'll look like I'm doing something because half the time I show up, I don't bring anything. I'm just there for, company because I'm not really a cook. But
one thing I can say, I tasted some towards the end of the day that had been sitting there, and it got a little bit on the soggy side because I think it wasn't sealed up though.
Well, did you put it in the fridge?
No.
Because that'll do that. It needs to really sit out. You need to let it sit out and really harden. And the popcorn, don't put the popcorn in the fridge. Because I put the popcorn in the fridge. It's still really good, but we put the popcorn in the fridge because the strawberries weren't in it. And, yeah. But it was still really good.
It was.
But the popcorn's going to stay crunchier if you really let it sit out and harden. Like, we probably ate it here before it really got to get hard.
It was still
dripping. But it's a lot better when it yeah. Okay, this is what I'm painting today because I went in the back and was looking through clearance with my dad this morning, and I found this, and this is one of my very favorite things we offer. This pumpkin is my #1 shape.
Hey, speaking of clearance, real quick before you get too far, we still have a whole bunch of clearance boxes. Billy will put a link in the comments for that. We have a lot of clearance that's accumulated in the back. Billy, why don't you tell them a little bit about those boxes, what they're getting in those boxes?
Yeah, the clearance products, they're going to get, it's a set weight that we try to meet. We always go above it.
30?
Yeah, 15 pounds of craft cuts. It's going to be mixed. We're going to do everything except for letters and personalized stuff, so you'll get a mix of all kind of different shapes.
If I wouldn't have taken this is one of the things that would have been in there. And there's probably still more stuff like this out there, but it's good stuff. And I was like, I want to paint that today because I love this shape. This pumpkin shape is my very favorite. So with the lettering in it, it's going to be so easy to paint. I'll show you.
And you're not going to get personalized stuff. You're not going to get like
monograms or anything.
$49, and I think we guarantee over $100 worth of craft products, but it's probably more like $150 worth of stuff in each one.
It's a super good value, super good deal. Y'all check that out.
We always go over the weight. These guys.
Yeah, Billy will put the link to those in the comments. We have 2 different options. Also, Billy, I want you to run a poll. Do you guys know what, I don't know how to pronounce it, Chinoshiri? Let's Google how to pronounce it. It's the blue and white Chinese pottery. Like ginger jars, happiness jars. I'm not showing it. I'm just.
You can't show what.
Wow, it's not what. Chinoiserie. And I'm sitting here saying chinoiserie. It's chinoiserie. Anyways, not what I expected. Do y'all know what that is? Poll, yes or no? Because just like that may be something you guys collect. My mama collects it, and there's a reason I'm asking about this, and I'll elaborate on that tomorrow. Okay, so I painted my pumpkin in terracotta. I really wanted to paint it blue, but I withheld because, I feel like the last few pumpkins I painted were blue, so I'm going to use the blue in some of my lettering.
I know what you want to do.
All right, this lettering I have here. I have my vintage duck egg.
He got punished.
What?
He said he wanted to go help David pop the goat horn and hijack the gloves, and would give him the popping gloves.
All right, vintage duck egg here. Gonna go in with my lettering and paint it this color.
I had a couple of comments that people really liking this cutout. I think Scarlett even made a comment. This is one of our best sellers. This is one of the things that we sell a whole bunch of come fall. It's one of Scarlett's favorite too.
As far as fall, they said like top 3. And I love these fonts. I think I got to be a part of picking out the fonts on this, which is always fun because I am a little particular.
I think Billy was part of the process that went into making this product what it is, because when this product was initially designed, the middle was a nightmare and it wouldn't cut.
Oh man!
Oh my goodness! We
I
probably
remember
cut.
this. Yeah.
Well, you know what
This was
probably,
one of the ones we
We
had to cut
modified
10 of
it
them to get
several
one.
times.
you know what probably it was? I probably designed it.
You think?
I wasn't
And,
going to say that, but she
And
went
I
there.
probably, well, I don't care because I don't do like the vectors and stuff. Like,
Oh, it was a
I know
nightmare.
enough to like make it to show you what I want, but then you're gonna have to make it to cut right. And there's a very good chance. I don't remember it being me, but there is a very good chance
It definitely could have been.
that it could have. I would have thought that it was Kyle that made it, but I wouldn't have thought he would have made a mistake.
Kyle's bad about that too. He'll design something that looks really, really cool, and it is, but he doesn't think past what it looks like, how it's going to cut.
Yeah.
Well, then it might have been Kyle. It might have been
That's something you
Kyle.
have to look at when you design these products, is how it's going to cut on the machine. When stuff gets really thin on the inside like that, it's difficult. Or it can be.
Yeah, if we were working with a laser, we would probably have a little more. We could do a little more
You plugging that in
intricate
there?
More.
things. Yeah, but we are not there just yet.
Yeah, I think everybody here is like, it
There's
would be
a lot
like
of
Christmas.
advantages to
if
having
we got a
router.
laser.
There's stuff we can do with routers that you can't do with lasers. We cut thicker wood. We can do routing edges and stuff like that. You can't do that with the laser. And lasers are very slow.
It's definitely something we want to get into at some point. Miss Jamie T. I had to play scratch wants to know, do you paint the inside of it?
Guys, yes, not on video because I find it very unfun and time consuming, so I don't ever do it on videos. If I was going to do it, like if I was doing these for Canton, they'd be sprayed first, white, and I would just leave the edges white. And that's going to be your best option when it has lettering like this, because it's going to be easy to spray paint into all the crevices. Make sure you use a matte spray paint so that your other paint goes on top of it well. But I just don't ever do it on camera. But yes, I definitely recommend that, especially if you guys are going to sell these. So next I'm painting my stem in chocolate. And now I'm just going to go in and dry everything. A lot of me finishing this will be with distressing, but I still want it dry so that it's not smearing everywhere. Also, I didn't mention anything for the giveaway, so just share the video and we'll pick a winner from the comments. All right, now I'm going to find my sponge brushes.
I like these turkeys down here. Is that something you don't like?
No, Dustin was in with extra, and good for him.
They look really good, shouldn't they?
He, these are going to Canton, guys. Isn't he precious? I even did a little gold on him. But Dustin got all my Canton stuff cut early this month, so I had plenty of time to be a little more detailed and take time on some of these door hangers that usually take too long for me to send to Canton. But this month I got to paint a lot of that stuff. I painted pumpkins, turkeys. I'm going to have some candy corn coming. All right, I'm just going to distress the edges of my pumpkin starting out. Also go on the inside here. All right, so then I'm going to go in and do a little distress here to straighten out my brush. And then I'm going to do same thing on my leaf here. Distress the edges of my vine. This pumpkin on its own is called the curly stem pumpkin. And like I said, it's my go-to fall shape. It's what I'll be putting on my door this fall, I'm pretty sure. And I even have a little blog post on the website.
Complete the order and we'll refresh.
I'll
fix it for him.
Gonna go over my brown with tan. This is putty. I always distress down the side of my stem, make it look like the sun is shining on it. But anyways, there's a blog where it's the curly stem pumpkin, and then it has 3 baby curly stem pumpkins, and the top pumpkin says the Walkers, and then the 3 baby pumpkins are the kids' names. And so that's Jim, Alice, and Abram. And I think this year I'm going to do the McLarens and do a little Corey, Scarlet, and Triton pumpkin. I think it'd be cute. So I'll do that on a video, I'm sure, so that I can show you guys how I do it. All right, so I'm going to just dry my lettering again really good because it's still a little wet for me to go into distress. Also, guys, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, go check it out because it was a lot of fun. I made chocolate-covered strawberries, and I also made chocolate-covered kettle corn, and it was a hit, guys. It was so good, and you guys went and bought some kettle corn after the video. Thank you for that. That's always, it's really fun to me to, like, literally see from almost like the advertising beginning to seeing like how it actually works, talking about it on the video and you guys buying it. It's really cool. So I really appreciate that. Every time you share or like or buy something from these videos, it really helps us out, and it's just cool.
Scarlett always makes it look so easy and beautiful.
Y'all, it is.
My hands were as steady as well.
My hands are not steady. I wish y'all could see. My hands really are not steady, y'all. My hands just are pretty shaky. There's just stuff that you're going to get better at the more you do. And really nothing I do, your hand has to be super. I mean, all this is distressing, so your hand doesn't have to be super steady anyway. So y'all don't ever think it or think that I have some special talent that you don't have. So it's not true. You can do this too, I promise.
She's just well versed.
Just done it a lot, but nothing special. All right, let me find my gemstone mousse. Here it is. I love this stuff and have been using it quite often. Before I do that, I'm going to add some vines. I do this on my other pumpkin, so I figure I might as well do it on this one. So let me find, I want like a number 6 round. So I'm just kind of mimicking that vine there. And I only like to do 2 loops. I feel like if I do more than 2 loops, it can get busy looking. And then I'm going to go in with the Golden Gem Gemstone Mousse, and I'll distress or just add a little highlight of gold on all these spots here. Oh, it's so pretty. I just want to put this stuff on everything. Do it on my stem here.
Did y'all address they were asking about the winners from our design contest?
I haven't talked to Kyle about that yet. I still have the order in ShipStation.
We did announce it. Yeah, we've already got the winners and everything. We're working on the designs right now. And
Yes.
He has a few of them ready to go. I think we should get them in that big batch of products he gave us. Did you get sheets for that yet?
No, I just
Okay.
Did he send us the winners ones?
That's what I think. Some of that's going to be in this next batch.
Yeah, guys, we announced it probably the day after, and I can't remember the names, but I'm trying to think of the products that won. One of them Gosh, I think it was the pumpkin layered piece with the wagon was our second place winner, and our first place
Was the window pane.
Was the window pane that'll have the seasonal shapes behind it. So it'll be a window pane, and behind it will be different options like a snowman, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, literally so many options. A beach, I don't even know, lots of cool stuff. So we told Kyle to prioritize those, the giveaway ones as the first ones for him to design. But he's also been working on all the other designs that were sent in. We sent them all. So we're not forgetting about you.
Oh yeah, those are coming.
They're coming, and we're excited about them. But you guys know Kyle is in, where is he? Idaho? I almost said Utah for some reason.
I say Montana a lot.
Montana, yeah, it's one of them. All the same. So, and he's got a lot of other stuff he also does. So sometimes we got to kind of stay on top of him about that. So let me show you this.
What color are those letters?
Y'all, the letters are vintage duck egg.
That's okay.
I love this color.
Pretty cool.
How long is this video? Is it too short?
Yeah, too short.
Can we paint something else? I'll paint something else, guys.
So, and you can show them this too. We were talking about.
I just did.
You did?
I just showed them. I can show it again.
Okay.
My pumpkin is terracotta. My letters are vintage duck egg. I am so into this color. I did limeade, and then I used the golden gemstone mix. So why I grabbed this letter is because I want to do the wood grain on it, and I also am going to paint some pumpkins on it. So let's do it.
The wood grain. All right. I'm like,
we're going to do.
Color wood grain or what?
I don't know, because I thought about doing putty and then doing
Like a blue or something. That would be some turquoise, like.
All right, we're going to do what Billy wants. So
No,
I'm going
you
to
don't
do
have
the
to. I'm
vintage
just
duck.
throwing
No, it's fine.
ideas.
Let's do the vintage duck egg.
I throw a lot of mud at the wall and hope something sticks.
Well, vintage duck egg is going down. We're doing it. Because this is
I think this will look cool.
This is such a pretty color.
You get a lot of compliments when you use that.
I know. I think I'm going to take it home and paint my front door this color. What do y'all think? Because I've been looking for a color to paint my front door, and we used this the other day, and I was like, man, I got to find somewhere at my house to use it because it's so beautiful. Because it's blue, but it's still neutral, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a super bright neon blue. So I need to dry this completely. So give me a minute. It needs to be completely dry before I go in and add the mud, I feel like. Because I did just a real thin coat of this paint, it should dry pretty good. Y'all, it's so fun watching this dry. I kind of like got quiet there because I was sitting here watching this. So for you guys at home, give this plenty of time to dry. We're going to go with it, but I mean, definitely you'd be better off letting it really dry time-wise. All right, I got my Dixie mud and brown, and this stuff is so wild. It's literally mud. So we're going to brush it on.
Yes,
Kyle texted me the other day and was like, what's the tool you use for the wood grain? And I was like, what? And he sent me a picture of what I had posted on Facebook. I said, did you read the entire status? Because it literally says the tool that I use. And he was like, no, I just saw it and then asked questions later. I'm like, yeah, okay. So he must have thought it was cool too, and they want to order it to try it on some stuff maybe. All right, so now that it's on,
80% of the respondees to your poll said they are not familiar with chinoiserie. How'd you say it? Chinoiserie?
I honestly don't remember at this
And
point.
then 7% said yes, they have some. 3% said yes, I know what that is.
So for you,
And 3% said leave me alone, please.
LOL. I love that one. I really love that Billy always asks that one. For you 10% that know what I'm talking about, I got some stuff coming for you. We still care about the 10%.
Yeah.
All right.
We're bringing awareness.
So I have my wood grain here. Okay, let's see. Let's wipe this off. It'll be a little different doing it with these different angles.
Oh, I can see it. I like that. It's going to be cool.
And then you, like they say, to rock the tool back and forth because here's my paper towel.
You need something.
That's where you'll get like the knots and stuff when you begin to rock the tool back and forth. You just want to wipe this excess because this mud is pretty thick. So it's like going to clog up where I'm trying to make wood grain. So you just want to wipe that off.
Karen had asked earlier about the winner. She was the second place winner and she never did.
Oh, really? Yeah, we probably announced it on
I had forgotten who it was.
the video.
Excuse
And
me.
if you weren't watching it just the right time, you might wouldn't know. Messy.
How this, so to speak.
Yeah. Wait a second. And it actually looks like panes of wood.
Is that just a chalk paint color, or is that a mud, like a different product? Is
It's a
that,
different product.
okay. I don't know if that's what the color was called, was mud, and it was supposed to be just a regular.
No, it's a mastic.
What happened? Could you use wet paint over dry paint and do this?
Yeah.
You can. That's what you
And
did
I
the
did
first
the
time,
first
right?
time. I just like wanted to try this again because I tried it when I did that gnome thing and it was really cool.
What size is this letter? It's either a 22 or a 24, but
It was 22.
Kind of
22,
big.
22 inch. Somebody just asked.
I don't know if you're meaning to do that, but it's kind of distressing. It looks pretty cool.
I'm not necessarily meaning to do anything. We're just figuring this out together, honestly.
Did you tell me to do the win?
I told them
Just a comment.
just a comment today in that we would pick a winner from the comments. So it also comes with this little tool, which I haven't used yet.
Somebody that works for Kettle Corn from us. Thing.
I don't like.
What is that doing?
I don't know. I feel like it adds more of the wood grain, but I'm not liking it as much. One thing you're going to have to be careful because this is so large. Using this wood grain tool on this mud setting up.
Who's the time?
You did.
Who?
Dave.
Oh.
Alright, now I'm going to dry everything. Or this area at least, because it's where I'm going to focus my pumpkins on. I would say go ahead and add, I I don't know. It's hard to say. If you were doing a smaller piece, I would say, yeah, go ahead and add a little bit of clear coat to your mud because this set up so quickly. But if you were doing a small piece, I think it would still be fine because the reason it's cool just having the mud is because it's going to be thicker. It's going to have that wood grain feel. So I'm going to paint some pumpkins on it. I have my terracotta here. I'll be freehanding pumpkins, so bear with me. Did a little baby pumpkin beside it.
I said it'd be good with a burlap, like a burlap.
Yeah, we do have like a burlap bow you could put on it too. Dry this real good.
Somebody asked a question a minute ago. They ask if you put a bow on your finished stuff.
Sometimes I do. A lot of times I'm not making this stuff to sell. I'm making it just as examples. So I don't like go through the finishing process of it, but I have before.
We actually offer some bows right now, some burlap bows.
Yes,
I'll get ready to put that in the comments. Billy, can you add the link to the bows in the comments?
Yeah.
So just making my little stems, and then I'm going to outline my pumpkins.
Yeah, they're super cheap right now. So, I mean, they're on clearance. We'll probably,
Yeah. 5 of them in a pack or something.
Yeah, it's 5 for like $6 or something. Very cheap.
And I always do what I call like spider legs and do little ridges of my pumpkin. And I'm going to use putty. Go over all those little spots. And then I'm going to dry it real quick. And I'm going to do some vines. So I'm going to do the vines with limeade, almost said evergreen. And boom. Didn't take long either. So got our background as the vintage duck egg, did the mud as my wood grain. I would add some clear coat to it. I just think it's easier to work with.
Yeah.
But this works too, and I think when it dries, it's going to be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that will.
Pumpkins are terracotta, chocolate, putty, and limeade. All right, let's pick some winners. And our winners will get the pumpkin finished and unfinished because clearly y'all probably aren't in need of an A.
On Instagram, this is the first time I've seen this lady comment. And anyway, Jamie T, My Happy Place Crafts.
Jamie T, My Happy Place Crafts, please email us.
I think she's a new viewer as well.
Admin at build-a-cross.com so we can ship this out to you finished. Just need to hear from you in 2 days so it doesn't disappear. The stuff on my desk disappears. So on Facebook,
Janine Schweitzer.
email us admin at build-a-cross.com.
I do my best. I give it my all when I try to pronounce these.
I know you did great, but then I like, you know when somebody tells you your name and you black out? Well, that's what I do every time Billy says a name, and I have to sit there a minute. So
Have I told you how great Sarah is for that, or like a spouse, you know? I'm the same
she
way.
remembers everybody.
No, I completely black out people tell me their names too. And so when I see them again, they always know who I am, and I have no clue who they are. And I'll be like, "This is my wife Sarah. Have y'all met?" And then she'll introduce herself,
Yeah.
and then I hear the name.
That is a very good trick. Well, there's your little lesson for the day. It was pretty smart. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you tomorrow.